Hey, it's Joe. Welcome to the Noble Strength Way of Life. We're going to spend a few weeks together talking about my Noble Leadership video series. Leadership can be spoken about for a long time, but I condensed my Noble Leadership philosophies into 10 videos that are on my website that I'd ask you to check out. But as a preview of that, I'd like to give some thoughts to subjects that are on there, but some that are not on there, actually. And this one today is on the statement, it is lonely at the top. Well, if it's lonely at the top, as John Maxwell, my mentor, says, you're doing something wrong. This is, in fact, very true. When you get to the top, you will certainly have people who will remain absolutely loyal to you. And you'll have some who will not. It is a mixed bag. I like to phrase it like this. If you are lonely at the top, then you're doing something wrong because you don't have loyal followers. But if everyone follows you to the top and everyone is huddled around you, you're also doing something wrong because nobody likes a leader. Somebody doesn't like what they do. Let's face it. So this is an interesting saying, and it's one that we should dive into for a few moments, because we can easily make mistakes as a leader. We can give off some negative vibes to others that can be construed as being egotistic or a over-the-top, I am in charge attitude. One thing that we need to be careful of is a protection of our office, of our sacred space, if you will. Yes, we should definitely have a spot where we can meet privately with people and things like that, but it shouldn't be what defines us. I will tell you that growing up in Bell Atlantic, that was one thing that actually was an issue that was kind of ingrained into me, because at each level of management, you had certain sizes of offices. It was very structured and very power conscious, if you will. Another thing to watch out for is to say words like, those people work for me. That is true, but I used to go out of my way to make sure I use the statement, those people work with me. Yes, this is so-and-so. She works with me. I used to like that phrase a lot better. So there's lots of other things to consider in your daily actions. Just being yourself and just being what I would say a normal person. Everyone knows that you are in charge. That doesn't have to be repeated. If it does, then you're also maybe doing something wrong. As I usually do, I'd like to point to an animal friend for an example here. It's my buddy Spartacus. Spartacus passed away a few years ago, but when we had 5 dogs in our house, he was clearly the leader. And he did it in a very interesting way. I call it very even keel. That's what Spartacus was. He didn't announce that he was the leader to the other dogs. He didn't not acknowledge his role as leader. He did it in a very quiet but very powerful way. That, my friends, really can sum it up. Be quiet, but be yourself, but of course make an impact. Well, there's a lot more, as I said, about this subject and others. But what I'd like you to do is go to my website, noblestrength.life, and look up my Noble Leadership video series. If you are in a place where you are the head of a school, you're head of a rescue, head of anything, you'd like to learn a little bit more about leadership, it will be there on my video series. For now, I say thank you. Thank you for all you do in your role as a leader in your particular situation, because let's face it, the world does need sound, integrity-based, good leaders. Thank you so much. Take care.